Welcome back to Copy's Koi. What have we got today? Get yourself down to Lidl before it's too late. Foldable, extendable net. Now the idea of this for me, you've got the flat surface there so I can get the leaves and hopefully the slate in the net. It's also, this is a new thing, well I say new thing, it's probably a couple of years old. I've noticed it last year in the fisheries. It's like a rubberised net, so I'm hoping if I needed to catch the fish there'll be less damage. I'll try and set it up on the tripod so I can show you. Okay then, best I can. It's all collapsible. Don't know how much I'm going to be able to show you really because I'm inside the filter house. Seen them before. Locks in. Position. And you've got your extendable pole. And like I said, you've got a flat area here. So when I'm scooping in the pool, I can lift them leaves up and debris off the bottom of the pool. Easy, pull clip, tuck it away, or she'll hang it up. It even comes with a little clip there, look, you could use to hang it up to dry it off. Also a carrier bag. Obviously you wouldn't want to put it away in there because it's been wet, holding the condensation and what have you. So there you go. Nice cheap, what looks like a good sturdy net from Lidl's. So what am I up to today, folks? So okay then, let's move this out of the way a minute. Been building a filter house, build it twice as big as what you think you need. Sorry about the camera work. Okay, so last time I come in here, I bought the diaphragm for that. And when I lifted the lid, wrong way, when I lifted the lid to do it, everything was working hunky-dory. But as you can see now, I've got flat spots everywhere. Turn the pump up to 100%. It's due for the clean today, that's why I've come in. And what I'm going to do, like I said on a previous video, that was kindly donated to me. So I'm going to swap the pipe work off that one onto that one so that is running the filter, and then I'll get a chance then to change the diaphragms on that. Okay then, so you've seen me before and other channels cleaning the filter out. I'm going to flush the filter out first and then change the air pump over and see if there's any difference. I might have to get my compressor out, blow the air line, as you know before, the outer ring, and dismantle it all, get a little drill bit, clean all the air holes out. Dave was telling me that the diaphragm's obviously breaking down in that air pump and the little bits of black rubber and blocking them holes, and that's what it looks like. So I'm going to try and swap the air pump over first, hoping the extra pressure will clear it. If not, I'll get my compressor in and try and blow it through that way. Hopefully I ain't got to dismantle it all again, which is going to be a bit of a ball ache, but if I've got to do it, I've got to do it. So I'll catch you in a bit. Okay then, so I've just swapped that one around. Just bubbling that off, you've all seen that before. I'll take the other pump apart. What I'll do, I'll flush all this out first, I'll switch it over back into there and see what happens, and see if the air lines clears with this pump on. Just seem a lot more powerful. Okay then, I'm in my little workshop. I've actually, as you can see, took the diaphragms out, and there doesn't seem anything wrong with that at all. And I've got black substance don't feel split or nothing at all. I'll check with the new diaphragms and just check see if there's any difference in either one. But there don't seem nothing wrong with that at all. But I have noticed something. I'm just flushing the filter out now. I'm going to take you back in there. I've just noticed something and I don't know where it's coming from. So we'll go and have a look. Okay, so I'm back in, flushing that out as you can see. And you can tell all that black residue all the way around the rim of the water. I really don't know what that is. And it's all the way around the top. Quite a bit over there. Not really sure what that is. Now I've changed the pump over. I want to fill this back up again. So if I look up here now, if it's not the diaphragms, there's only that piece of rubber pipe there. The rest, as you can see, is solid blue plastic. And when I get into there, is the air inlet, and down into there. So I don't know where the residue is coming from to block this outer airline. Like I said, I'm going to fill this up now. I'm just going to flick the air over just to see what happens with this now. I've changed the air pump over and we'll have a look. Okay then, as you can see, I'm refilling the centre. I've just flicked the air pipe over and look how that's churning. So what I'm planning on doing now, I'm going to leave that one on my filter, put that one back together, and then try and see what the air sounds like on the retro bottom drain. So I'd rather have a few bubbles in there and keep this chain over like that. I wished I could get diaphragms for them. I've got two of them in my shed, and I've had the one, must have been 15 years, and I opened my mouth and it packed up. Then I bought another one second hand, that day last as long. My original one was outside in all weathers. This one looked like it had hardly been used. And then luckily one of my subscribers on my channel and his son, they come and donated that air pump, and they are by far the best air pumps, but you can't get the diaphragms for them. So just to make sure, as you can see, I've removed the motor. I've took this one. I thought about putting some petroleum jelly or Vaseline on the diaphragm to see if it would soften it up, because they are quite dry, but I'm not sure whether it would damage it. But there's definitely no cracks or holes in them diaphragms at all. So what I'm going to do, I'm going to put it back together, swap it over to my retro bottom drain and see how it performs on that. Just thought I'd bring it back. This is a brand new, well, it was a brand new Jabeo air pump. Now I've never took this apart before. There was no need till today, and this is what I've just noticed. One bolt with one of them washers, which is like a locking washer. This bolt with a spring washer. Yet these two bolts, spring washer, flat washer, spring washer, flat washer. Now surely all four bolts should be exactly the same as them. So I have got washers of my own, and that washer there is wedged on the top for some reason. I can't get it off, so I want to get that off, replace that crappy washer there, try and find my bolt I've just dropped and set them all up the same as them. Very strange. Obviously that was done in manufacturing. Okay then, so I've managed to get that washer off that one bolt. I don't know whether you can actually see the shape. That looks like it's been tightened down with so much force it's actually wedged it onto the fitting itself. So what I'm going to do, I'm going to replace that. As you can see, I've got loads of spare stuff, so I'm just going to, just something silly, but if these are going to have a certain amount on the hand pressure, but there should be even pressure to hold the lid down. Something else I've noticed with this one, normally you get like a bit of a breather there, and that's your bit of filter floss, I suppose. You can see how black that is, but I ain't got a clue how that's working unless it's actually drawing through them holes there. So I'll clean that off anyway, and I'll put some clean stuff in there. Okay then, so I've took that apart, put a bit of clean filter floss in that top, rigged it up to my retro bottom drying, and that's working absolutely perfect. So I've got no problems with that now. I'm going to turn that off now anyway. I'm not going to use it for now. I've had it off all over winter. So what causes that? I don't know. But thankfully I've sorted it without changing diaphragms. Okay then folks, somebody left me a rather long message in my comments, and I appreciate all of them, and I also appreciate that one as well. Been watching me now for 12 months, can't understand why I have 1,000 subscribers, but it is what it is. Explaining that I think I'm over treating my fish in my pond, and like I said when I replied, if there's something wrong with my fish, obviously I've either got to treat a fish or the pond itself. So what I thought I'd do, I'd leave them. I've left them. I'm going to flick it around now. That looks like a dead coacu. So I'm just going to net it out now. I have had a couple of fish like that over the last couple of weeks, and I've got the netting and they've got up and swum off. But that to me, I don't know if that's going to get up and swim. If they're going to film it, I'm just going to net it, see what happens. There's no movement on that fish at all, and that's, in my opinion, in my opinion, that is why we have to keep treating our fish. Okay then, so I've got the fish out of the water. Thought it was a coacu. If you don't like these sort of things, I'm used to it by now, as you know, if you followed me long enough. Only come up here yesterday, again, nothing wrong with the fish. This is actually the sankey that I've been treating for that little bit of marking, whatever it was, fungi at the back. So if you don't like this sort of thing, turn around. There you go. Absolutely nothing on that fish at all. That ain't been dead that long, you can tell by the fish's eye. So that's what happens when you stop treating your fish. Here we go again, folks. Okay then, so as you can tell, I've not done any recording for a while. I've got a few fish that are looking rather sore, pink. The white on the fish is very pink and sore-like. I've done a water test. That's what my results are. So my water is as good as more or less you can get it. I have put some bicarbonate, which I normally do anyway. Just spoke to Dave, and he's asked me to take the fish out and do a scrape. So I'm just giving the pond a good water change with the amount of rain we've had. We never know if it's anything to do with rainwater. Fish are all swimming around, them all feeding. I have got 3 that have been lying down on the bottom of the pond. I'll take it out and I'll show you the fish. Hang on mate, hang on mate, because I'm recording. Can you just move that, son, please? Good lad. Mason's doing a bit of gardening for me. The orange fish there is the one that's just coming towards us now. He's one of them that's been lying down on the bottom. That's one of the young ones I've grew. That's probably 5 years old now. I don't think you'll actually catch the white right across the top of its dorsal fin looks rather pink. The oyster shower next to it, the white looks very pink. So I'm just dropping some water down, as you can see by the liner. Just got my little just trickling in there to top it back up. So I'm just going to get a few out and do a scrape. Okay then, so there's 2 slides there. Microscope's out. I found a lot of dead fluke. On the one fish I only found 2 fluke, but on the fish that's been lying on its side, which people are saying it's a sign of sleeping sickness, I found quite a lot of dead fluke, but I've also found a lot of live fluke. But my temperature's only reading 5.7 degrees. That's with so just get it and show you. The meat that I bought last year. Salt meat, it's also got a temperature gauge on it. So I'll just message Dave. Just to see what he thinks the best course of action. So I have got some of this. I'm just going to read up on it now. You can tell it's sealed, it's a new bottle. I'm going to read up on it and yeah, I'll get back to you. Okay then, so had a bit of a conversation with Dave since he's finished work, and I was on about dead fluke. He said he's never known dead fluke. I said, well, they're exactly the same, they're just lying there doing absolutely nothing. He said they must be dormant, because there is, I've stood there and watched them, they ain't moved, and the other ones next to them, you can actually see them attached and moving about, and the others are exactly the same, them just lying there, they ain't doing, some of them curled up, and some of them like more or less straight, and they look exactly the same. So I can only tell him what I've seen under the microscope. But anyway, I have definitely got flukes. I've just got a little bit of PP in. Now one of my subscribers who's watched me for the last 12 months thinks that I'm putting too much treatment in my pond, like I said on the previous video. I've left it for a few weeks now. Now just that my fish are lying on the bottom. I lost my Sankey, the one I've been treating. Couldn't find nothing on it at all. I left it, it's probably been about 3 weeks now. These fish are on the bottom, dormant. Obviously my Sankey was swimming about, it was alright, it was just that graze on its side, which was healing up lovely. Bit of damage on his fin, that was healing up okay, and the soreness on his mouth had cleared up with just that one treatment of tramadine. So I'm boiling the PP in that stainless steel bowl. The time is 7 o'clock, so I'm going to put this PP in, give him a soak, then hopefully get fluke or so. A lot of you have seen it before. I used it once before, early last year, and I just couldn't remember how I'd used it, but I've written it down in my book anyway. There's my fish Bible there, which will be go-to for my measurements and stuff. So I'm just boiling that up now, give it another 5 minutes, mix that up with some pond water in my watering can over there, and start treating. It's all I can do. I can't just leave them, obviously. There's quite a few flukes on the one fish and only a couple on the other one, so I've got to do what I've got to do, unfortunately. Something I've never done before, never thought of doing before. Obviously I've used my pan net to get the fish out to scrape. I've got my new landing net down there that's been hanging up that I used before, and I've also my blue pole there. That's the sock that I use when I have to treat my fish or move fish. So I've left them in the pond soaking in PP as well. Fish are all down there now. None of them seem to be stressed out, as you can see, all moving about, nice and relaxed. I'm I've just worked it out, it's going to be roughly 11 o'clock before that PP has done what I think it's going to do. May leave a little bit earlier. I've got my HP brown sauce, my hydrogen peroxide waiting to go in just in case I need to, and then after that I'll put that fluke off in and hopefully sort the problem. Okay then, so it's 10 o'clock. I know you can't see a great deal at all. I've left my spotlights on so I can keep a check on them. Still pink. Ideally I'd like to leave them 4 hours, but I ain't staying up till 11 o'clock. So I won't bring it over here so you can see the side. They ain't spooked or panicking or nothing over there, you can see them just about. They are, here they come, look. I've had a good soaking for 3 hours, so I'm going to neutralise it and put fluke treatment in. Oh, it was quite nice that. The following morning, water seems a bit clearer. I've got no fish lying on the bottom at all. They all seem to be swimming around better than I've seen them in a long time, if I'm honest. Like I said before, it's alright saying leave your fish alone, but when you've got problems you need to act. And I've got a little sankey over there just going round to the right. Oh, he just stopped. I've just seen him flash on the side. But normally I've got 3 or 4 fish lying flat on the bottom of the pool. Oh yeah, I got that today. So we'll leave that treatment in for a couple of days and then give him another dose of fluke treatment. Okay then, so 3 days ago I done a PP treatment and then I put fluke solid. I see the fish I'm swimming about still looking rather red and sore. A little sankey over there on the top, not looking very good at all. I'm just about to put the other fluke treatment in, which only half a dose. I don't know if you can actually see the carcass of the bubbles at the minute. You can tell the pink because it's back there. I have had them jumping, skimming across the top and everything. But most of them are all swimming about, apart from that little one of them. Little sankey over there, so get the treatment in, see what happens. Just thought I'd bring it up and show you the fish. I did lose that small sankey. Sure you've fed up of seeing dead fish off me by now. All the fish seem to be swimming about. I've not seen any on the bottom. So my plans today is flush both filters. Now I'm going to flush my Nexus through, but I'm going to drop the water probably by about 30% and give them a good water change. They had 3 hours in PP. I had the fluke treatment after that, and then 3 days later I had half a treatment. I've ordered some more just in case, but I put half a treatment in. Tell by the clarity of the water, it's terrible. I'm putting that all down to the rainwater. As you all know, if you watch my videos from the past, I never had that green filter there. I never had my Nexus, and I never really struggled with this problem. I just thought I'd add that green filter just for more filtration really. Well, I'm not going to wash the sponges and the brushes out of the green one. I'm just going to flush it out. It's Mason's birthday. 7 years old, and we're taking him away to Blackpool, so I'm going to give these a good flush. I'll put the camera this side, that's from the other side, sod's law. Just trying to look at the white to see if I can see any difference on the whites of the fish. The shower there is looking a lot better, if I'm honest. The one I was more concerned about is that Kawaka with the spot on his nose. He was proper red raw down his dorsal fin. I don't think you can actually see that white one there. That looks like it's getting a lot better. Hell of a lot better. That looked raw, that did the other day. I do like to take on board when people leave comments. I did leave the fish for a couple of weeks with nothing, just to see if they'd equalise out or balance out, whatever you want to call it. But I lost another fish, so I had to scrape them. You find flukes, you've got to treat them. It's as simple as that. They've gone again. I'm filming the water like a total numpty, but they do look a lot better. So I think what I'm going to do, I'm just going to flush my nexus out, looking at them signs of the fish now. Rather than stress them out, I'm going to leave the green and running as it is. I'm just going to flush my nexus out. As you can see, I'm in the filter house. I'm taking people's advice. I'm leaving all the crud around the side of my filter. Flowers of larvae on the inner circle. All I've done is flushed it twice. I'm going to try and keep them in soaking the water that they've got, even though it's a bit cloudy. The UV's gone back on. Well, it's amalgam light out up there, trees there. So the amalgam light's back on now. I did turn it off while I've been treating. I just wanted to have a good soak in the water them in rather than change it and upset the balance again.
chocolate. Why the hell is it? Oh, it's there.
Okay, so I've been up the garden all day, come back from fetching Mason from school and found an heron on the bridge. When it took off, how on earth it got through that gap there? Its wings was as wide as that gap. So I'm going away tomorrow for a weekend for Mason's birthday. You don't know, it's a surprise. So what I've decided to do, I've put them on there to stop it landing on the bridge, and I'm just about to sort a couple of hooks out. The things you have to do, and try and hang that across there somehow. I've actually got a deterrent on there, bird deterrent. Now I never have now pigeons. I've just changed the settings now. There's a light flashing as well as a high pitch noise. It's just to try and deter and stop the bird actually getting through that gap. I wouldn't have thought he'd have got through there, if I'm honest, but my other landing net, it ain't long enough to go across, so I'm just hoping this one will be enough to stop it. But I will try and find something that'll go across there. I'm sure I've got something somewhere, a brush or something, just to hang it up temporary till I get back. I can't believe it, folks. I've put them chairs there, I've put string across the fence up the top there, you can see that, and I've put my net there to stop it flying through there. Obviously it can come through here anyway. I've just been talking to Dave, Glyn and Pete, and I put them chairs there. I've just come up the garden now, and you can actually see how that chair's gone over. I don't know whether you can actually see the splashes on the... It was on there waiting. I've just come up the garden, I realised it was here. I've come up the garden and it's actually flew through that gap there. Can't get my breath. The things you do. I don't know if you can actually catch that on the camera, but I've got string zigzagged up and down the post. I've got a bit of string for around by the gate, zigzag there. Where I've put the landing net there, you can see I've put string across there so it can't land on the green filter, and there's 2 lengths of string there. You can't really see very well, but if it gets through there, then he deserves what he eats. But trust me, if it lands again, it'll be the last time it lands anywhere. So that's how I ended up doing it before I went away to Blackpool. Been back about 15-20 minutes. None of the strings have been disturbed, which is telling me the Heron ain't been. But I've just noticed, looks like I've lost another fish. Oh well. I've just got my net, you see just there, and he's up swimming about, but the temperature's dropped so bad, it's just crazy. I've been to, just come back from Blackpool, and it's been lovely blue skies, sun's been out, but the wind felt like -4. It's been absolutely bitter freezing. That's what we've come back to. We've just got a breeze here, but the breeze is freezing cold. As you can see, them all up and swimming about. I've got the string all up there. I've just took the landing net down there to get the fish out. And string everywhere. Stop that heron. Got it all up there. You can't see some of it because of the white fence. So I've got it everywhere. But thankfully there's no sign of the heron being down. But that 3-step there, the back of his back looks pink again. So now that I'm back, I'm going to have to do some more scrapes. Now I'm back and standing here, them all up and swimming about again, thankfully. then, so as you know, I'm back from Blackpool. Talking to the Black Country lads about the temperature in my pond being 3 and 4 degrees. Gotta get my head round it. And I'm saying it's the Japanese. You've all seen them little black temperature gauges you have with a little wire on. That's in my filter house. And that's where I take my readings off. I've had one of them that float in the water. Same thing, them all crap either really. Filled with water, went green, no good. Bought one of them guns, gave me the same reading as the one that's in the filter. So I've gone and invested in one of these. Now they're supposed to obviously float in your water, leave them in your water. But if I show you the bottom, they're supposed to be waterproof, obviously, because you're floating in your pond. Sorry about the camera work. That's where the batteries go. There's no way there. Nobody can tell. No way is that sealed, I would have thought, unless there's a rubber gasket in it, which I very much doubt. So I'll put a bit of string through, as you can see. I ain't going to leave this in the water like my other one. It's got a probe on the bottom like my salt meter. So my intention is just to put that in the water, get a reading off it, then take it out of the water, dry it off, and keep it in the, well, I've got to keep it outside because it's solar panelled. So what I've done, you've all seen that insulation, cut a slither off it. The idea of that is, when that's sitting in the water, obviously where the batteries are, you're going to be in water. I don't know whether this will work actually, I don't think it'll be, the diameter will be big enough. So I've just cut a slither of that off. So hopefully when that's in the water now, it'll stop this. But I think this is heavy, I think it'll drop. Put a bit of string on so I can take it out. So I'll get that in the pond, show you the reading and see what's happening. Just I've got back from Blackpool yesterday. The wind temperature here, it feels like -10. It really is unbelievably freezing cold. Fish on the bottom again, don't know what's going on. It's doing me head in now because I had the same symptoms, same problems, exactly the same last year if you've watched my channel before. So anyway, get this temperature gauge in and see what's happening. And then as you can see, maybe I've been wrong all along because that's reading, I've been reading probably around about 4 degrees, something like that, which has made it hard for me to treat. That foam I've put on made no difference, the weight of it, it's just sunk it. It's reading 11.4. So maybe that other temperature gauge will reading as good as I thought, and that was inside to be fair. So, but then again, it could be because the temperature has risen. It has been probably a month I suppose, 3 weeks, something like that. So anyway, that's my new temperature gauge, so I'll be going off that now. I think it's the little solar panel on it. So now I've took the temperature, I'll take it out, dry it off, and hang it, find somewhere to hang it up. Okay, so what I thought I'd do, I thought I'd bring it in here, concerned about that little lid on that being watertight. I thought I'd take it off and have a look and show you folks what I'm seeing myself. And there you go, there's no need to worry about it. There is a rubber seal. That's probably why the lid's not sitting flush. So I'm quite happy with that now. That bit of foam I put on there, as you see, it don't make no difference. It's sunk anyway, so I'm quite happy with that now. It's only for a couple of minutes just to take a reading. So I'm just going to hang that up now, cut a bit of rope off, put a loop in it and hang it up somewhere in the sun. So there you go. If I'm interested in getting one of them, eBay, sound as a pound. Okay then, so I hope you've enjoyed the video. The next video will be the 500 subscriber giveaway. Nobody got it right, but I will do a draw for the people that entered. That'll be on the next video. And also there's an auction at Westcroft Koi, so I'll get the details on that and I'll add it on the 500 subs. Thank you all for watching. Thanks for all our subscribers, and don't forget folks to polish our thumb. You know you want to. Until next time.